There are movies, and then there's The Godfather, the undisputed king of gangster cinema, the father of all mob movies, and a film so legendary that even people who have never seen it can quote half the dialogue. So, grab your cannoli, practice your best Don Corleone expression, and let's take a deep dive into The Godfather, the epic crime saga that made us all wish we had an Italian uncle named Vito. The guy who directed The Godfather? Francis Ford Coppola, a name so big that if he asks you to be in a movie, you don't refuse. But here's the crazy part. Coppola was actually not Paramount Pictures' first choice for this movie. The studio wanted literally anyone else, including Sergio Leone, the guy who directed The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and even Peter Bogdanovich, the guy who directed The Last Picture Show. Why? Because at the time, Coppola was a broke director with only a few small films under his belt. But when he got the job, Coppola didn't just make a movie, he redefined cinema, turning The Godfather into the artistic masterpiece that blends Shakespearean drama, brutal violence, and a lot of people whispering ominously in dimly lit rooms. Set in late 1940s, The Godfather follows the powerful yet terrifying Corleone family, one of the 5 major families in New York. The patriarch, Don Vito Corleone, played masterfully by Marlon Brando, is the kind of guy who never asks twice, whether it's a wedding favor or, an entire casino. The story kicks off with Don Vito refusing to help a drug dealer, Virgilio Sollozzo, expand his business. Bad idea, because Sollozzo retaliates by trying to whack the Don, leaving him severely injured. And this forces his reluctant youngest son, Michael Corleone, played by Al Pacino, into the family business. Now, Michael isn't like his brother Sonny, played by James Caan, who is a hothead, impulsive wrecking ball, while Fredo, John Cazale, is, let's just say he's not the brightest Corleone. Michael, on the other hand, he is calm, he's strategic, he's a genius, and once he's in, there's no turning back. Now, we've got some memorable scenes from this movie, like, spoiler alert, the horsehead surprise. Hollywood producer Jack Walt refused to cast Don Vito's godson in a movie. The next morning, he wakes up with his prized racehorse severed head in the bed. The moral of the story? Always take Corleone business calls. There's also Michael's restaurant revenge. After an amazing tension-filled scene, Michael shoots Sollozzo and police captain in the face and then flees to Sicily for some mafia tourism. There's also Sonny's tow boot tantrum. Sonny, in true Sonny fashion, storms up in a rage after he hears his sister gotten beaten up again, only to end up Swiss cheesed by machine guns at a tow booth in one of the most brutal death scenes in movie history. There's also that baptism scene where Michael officially becomes the Don while his enemies are systematically executed in one of the most legendary montages ever filmed. You haven't seen irony until you've watched the priest pour holy water on Michael's head while his hitmen are painting the town red. By the end, Michael has fully transformed. He tells his wife Kay that he's not like his father, and then he immediately orders the execution of his rivals and shuts the door on her, symbolizing his descent into absolute power. And that, my friends, is how you become the Godfather. Marlon Brando, like I said earlier, plays Vito Corleone, the man, the myth, the mumbling legend. Now, Marlon Brando literally stuffed cotton balls in his mouth to create that Don Corleone distinct speech, so don't be angry if you can't do it, you just need some cotton in the mouth. Al Pacino is Michael Corleone. The young Pacino went from fresh-faced war hero to stone-cold mafia boss in just 3 hours. James Caan plays Sonny Corleone, the hothead, emotional, and bad at staying alive Corleone's son. Robert Duvall stars as Tom Hagen, the Corleone's adopted consigliere, aka the calm guy who handles the paperwork. Diane Keaton plays Kay Adams Corleone, Michael's wife, aka the only person in this movie who thought he was gonna stay a good guy. And then we have John Cazale as Fredo Corleone, the man so incompetent that "don't be Fredo" is now a real-life insult. By the way, did you know that the real mafia was actually not happy at all about this movie? The Italian-American Civil Rights League hated the movie, and actual mobsters even tried to shut it down. Producer Albert Ruddy literally had to cut the word mafia from the script to keep the peace. Marlon Brando also trolled Hollywood. He refused to show up to the Oscars to accept his Best Actor award, instead sending Native American activist Sachin Littlefeather in his place to protest Hollywood's treatment of indigenous people. Did you know Al Pacino almost actually got fired? Yeah, the studio didn't believe in him at first, almost replacing him with a bigger name. Then they saw him absolutely dominate that restaurant shooting scene, and they changed their minds. On a budget of $6 million, The Godfather took $250 million at the box office. That's right, gangsters sell tickets. At the Oscars, it also won Best Picture, Best Actor for Marlon Brando, and Best Adapted Screenplay. Pacino, James Caan, and Robert Duvall were all nominated, but lost, probably because they split the vote. The movie currently holds a 97% score on Rotten Tomatoes because apparently some people just don't appreciate perfection. The Godfather is the ultimate mafia movie. Every mob film since 1972 is just chasing Coppola's shadow. The writing is flawless. You just don't watch The Godfather, you feel it. The cinematography is legendary. I mean, those dimly lit rooms, those slow zooms, mwah, chef's kiss. And this movie is infinitely quotable. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business. I mean, basically, The Godfather is not just a movie, it's a cultural phenomenon. And so, is The Godfather still worth watching today? Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you haven't seen it, stop whatever you're doing right now and go immediately to watch it. It's 3 hours of pure cinematic perfection, and if you don't love it, well, let's just say you might wake up with a horse head in your bed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go rewatch The Godfather for maybe the 100th time. You take care and stay safe.